our time. This morning, a sigh of relief a bit as after President Trump has extended the ceasefire happening between the U.S. and Iran.
But Blaine, as Jared Hill reports, it could be short-lived as uncertainty is still building over when another round of peace talks could take place.
New uncertainty about the war with Iran after President Trump announced he was extending the fragile ceasefire, calling Iran's government seriously fractured, adding Pakistan asked him to hold our attack until Iran can come up with a unified proposal.
I expect to be bombing.
The president sent mixed messaging on CNBC hours earlier Tuesday morning, threatening more attacks if Iran didn't come back to the negotiating table.
I think we're in a very strong negotiating position.
Democrats on Capitol Hill slammed the president's approach.
Everyone seems to think that Trump has some sort of mad genius to what he's doing. Seems to me like he's just an arrogant egotist popping off in ways that aren't well thought out.
Vice President JD Vance's trip to Islamabad is on hold, with Iran not committing to another round of talks. At issue, the U.S. military's blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran has called an act of war and thus a violation of the ceasefire. The president has vowed not to open the strait until there's a final deal. 2 days after the U.S. seized an Iranian cargo ship, the Pentagon released this video showing service members boarding an oil tanker in the Indian Ocean that was suspected of transporting sanctioned Iranian oil. Overnight in Tehran, a ballistic missile appeared to be on display at a demonstration. Iran's military leaders have vowed to strike back if the U.S. and Israel resume attacks. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And as uncertainty with the war with Iran continues, this also continues. We're still feeling the pain at the pumps. Spent a few minutes this morning looking at where we are. Across Virginia, drivers are paying about $3.92 a gallon. That's on average. In Hampton Roads, right about the same at $3.91. North Carolina neighbors paying $3.75 on average per gallon. It's 5:18 now.